What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic. More, it's your boy CJ Goodfella, and we back with a breakdown prediction video talking about Oleksandr Usyk taking on Murat Gassiev for the World Boxing Super Series Muhammad Ali Cup in the Cruiserweight division, and to become undisputed Cruiserweight champion as well. Also be on the lookout for the Liam Smith and Jaime Munguia breakdown prediction, WBO title fight in the junior middleweight division this Saturday, but look out for the prediction later today. Also, regular WBA champion Arbor Machado taking on Rafael Mensah this Saturday on that undercard. Look for that prediction sometime later this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at the latest. All right, and it's a big fight. Just got done breaking down film. Still watching a little bit of film on Oleksandr Usyk, and you know, I see a lot of flaws and I see a lot of good things these fighters can do, and I see styles meshing up to make an epic fight that it's going to live up to expectations. In my opinion, it may exceed our expectations if everything I've seen on film is real. All right, let's get into the strength and weaknesses. We start off with the strength. Oleksandr Usyk, stamina. He got a lot of stamina, and that's one of the great things, attributes that he brings to the table. Also, his footwork, side to side. He works the angles, awkward angles as well. Solid jab. Volume punching. He's a southpaw, and like I said, man, he brings a lot of volume to the table. His movement is really, really good going forward. He really don't do good moving going backwards. He kind of put those earmuffs on, and then when he's ready to attack, he get back on the front foot. And that's the thing that a lot of Eastern Europeans and UK fighters, they really, really good fighters on the back foot, but on the front foot, they not so good fighters. You know what I'm saying? And he works the body a little bit too, man. He works the body a little bit. He works up and down. Like I said, he has fantastic stamina. And like I said, he has really, really good fleet of foot for a big fella at cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? Really, really good. Talk about Murat Gassiev, what he brings to the table. Patience. He's a very, very patient fighter. We're going to talk about his patience versus Oleksandr Usyk's volume a little bit later in this video. But very, very patient. Picks his shot. He punches to land. He's an accurate puncher. Kind of remind you of Money Mayweather, the Money Mayweather version. Like, he's really, really judicious with his punches, but he punches to land. When he lands, when he throws, 9 times out of 10, he got to land. You know what I'm saying? He got a solid jab as well. Good body puncher. He's an orthodox fighter. Has a solid jab, but has a monster left hook and a monster like overhand right. You know what I'm saying? He got a good right hand, but that overhand kind of hybrid overhand right hook for him is monstrous, man. But he knocked out he hurt Dr. Toys and knocked him down. Sorry if I butchered his name, with an excellent counter left hook. And he's a good counter puncher as well too, to a certain extent, which I'll explain. But very patient, peekaboo style. And for him, he could box on the front foot and the back foot, and I'll tell you why that may be one of those things might be a factor playing into this fight. We talk about weaknesses as well. Murat Gassiev, we start off here. Like I said, he's patient. He gives you opportunities to work. You know what I'm saying? You can outwork him. And, he picks his shots. See, he punches the land, so it's going to be opportunity for you to outwork him and steal rounds because he picks his shots. He don't waste no punches, you know what I'm saying? And also, he puts those earmuffs on when you get to working. So you'll be able to work on him, and then he try to catch you way on the back end. Sometimes he'll punch with you, but most of the time he put the earmuffs on, try to let you work, and then he wants to explode and work out. Also, he doesn't have a big amateur background from what I understand, and that will make Oleksandr Usyk the more experienced fighter from the overall boxing background situation as well. But I think also, let me go back to strengths for Gassiev. Gassiev, he's the bigger puncher. I must say that he's the bigger puncher, and I think he's the better puncher as far as placement, accuracy, and power and technique. So let me go back to that. But weaknesses for Oleksandr Usyk. When you put him on the back foot, he, like I said, with a lot of fighters, he don't do that well. Kind of freezes up, put his earmuffs on and give you opportunity to work as well. He throws a lot of punches and leaves himself open. He does leave himself open because he's so offensive minded. He's a volume puncher. He does it by accumulation, and he overwhelms his opponents with his lateral his lateral movement. His lateral movement is similar to Vasily Lomachenko a little bit, where they both move side to side, even though I think Lomachenko is a little bit more complex because Usyk is bigger. But they both move side to side and, come at awkward angles and confuses their opponent. You know what I'm saying? But Oleksandr Usyk, his defense is definitely inferior because he's so offensive minded. He's always coming forward, and he has the ability to move his head and move angles. I'm watching him now, but when he gets offensive minded, he get his mind on throwing punches and overwhelming his opponent with volume. He is there to get hit. Overall, let's go through what both guys need to do to win. Oleksandr Usyk, for him to win this fight, he got to beat him, man. I think it'd be a little bit more defensive minded and keep his hands back home. You feel me? But for him, it's just to overwhelm Gassiev with volume. But be careful doing it and continue to work up and down. You know what I'm saying? Gassiev likes to work at a certain pace. And Usyk can steal some rounds with volume, especially early. Take Gassiev a little bit to heat up, and if Usyk just throws and works up and down and keeps his distance, and put Gassiev if he chooses to be on the ropes before Gassiev become offensive minded and come forward, I think Usyk could put a lot of rounds in the bag with value. You know what I'm saying? Working up and down as well. I think it's important for him, man. Use his angles, work up and down. Make sure he bring his hands back home and watch out for Murat Gassiev's counterpunching. I think if he put enough rounds in the bank, he could cruise to a victory, eventually. Because like I say, man, Gassiev gives you opportunity to outwork him sometimes. And he looking to land that good shot or that good counter shot and catch you slipping. And that's something that Oleksandr Usyk got to watch out for. For Gassiev, he has the ability to fight on the back foot, fight on the front foot. You know what I'm saying? And that may serve him well because if he's able to put Oleksandr Usyk on his back foot, he doesn't go as well backwards as he does forward. When he goes backwards, he kind of put the earmuffs on and give you opportunity to outwork him. So at some point, Gassiev, towards the middle to the end of the fight, he's going to start putting pressure on Oleksandr Usyk. And I think body punching is is very, very high on the to-do list for Gassiev early on, especially if he's going to let Usyk, get off with a lot of volume punches and pick his shots well and go to the body and kind of slow Oleksandr Usyk's superpower stamina down. And if you can slow that stamina down, and drop his punch output with body work and counter punch ability and make him gunshot like Gassiev has the ability to counter punch and keep Usyk hands at home. Gassiev gonna have a wonderful chance at winning this fight. The counter punching and the body work is gonna be imperative for him in the jab. I noticed that the jab, when Breedish used his jab versus Oleksandr Usyk, it threw Usyk's whole offense off. So I think for Murat Gassiev, I think it's going to be imperative to use the jab, double and triple it up. I know he ain't accustomed to tripling it up or probably really doubling up a lot. But it's good enough where he can double and triple that jab up and disrupt Oleksandr Usyk's offense. And then also he can use the single, the double, the triple jab to offset his offense as well. And when he's ready to come in, he can feint the jab and hit him with that overhand right if he leads off with it, or hit him with that left hook. It's opportunities to counterpunch Usyk because he's so open when he's always on his offensive minded. He stopped moving his head, he stopped putting his hands back home, he dropped his hands. It's a lot of opportunity for Gassiev. But how I think it's gonna go, my final synopsis. I think Usyk gonna front run in this fight. I think Usyk gonna jump out and I think he's gonna get comfortable. I think he's gonna come out with volume and put it on Murat Gassiev early. I think Gassiev gonna be landing a couple shots here and there. I think around the 4th, 5th, 6th round, Gassiev is going to start to get aggressive, start using that jab, put more body work in there, and I think eventually he's gonna start countering Oleksandr Usyk and making Usyk, keep his hands home, or Usyk is gonna want more and jump in there and get brave, and eventually, I think Gassiev is going to line the money punch with the counter left hook or the big overhand hybrid right hand, or the body punching will eventually slow Usyk down. It all is a matter of if Usyk put enough rounds in the bank and he can cruise to he can just jog to a decision. But ultimately I believe that Murat Gassiev is going to land that money punch on Oleksandr Usyk, and I think he will drop him. And I believe his body work. I believe he's going to catch Oleksandr Usyk with his hands down and counter him with either left hook and a right hand as well. And also, I must say, Murat Gassiev has an excellent uppercut with his right and left hand. And watch out for that when Oleksandr Usyk is reaching to get inside, you know, when he got extended, when he's throwing volume punching, for that uppercut to land as well. And ultimately, I think Murat Gassiev is going to win by knockout. You know, I think he's going to knock Oleksandr Usyk out in the 11th round. I like his counter-punching ability. I like his patience. He could be down to scorecards at any given time, but I like Murat Gassiev by 11th round knockout, or technical knockout. I call it knockout. You know, it can go either way, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. And don't forget, it's the Boxing Clinic of Morris, your boy CJ Goodfella. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check those links in the description as well. Also, if you have a business venture or you want to, you know, collaborate with me on a video, my email is there for business use only in the description. Also, you know, we have a new college sports page. If anybody's interested in college football and college basketball, that link is there as well. And also, I need you guys to go ahead and subscribe to my brother, the Cali Enigma. If you love boxing and other sports, he got you covered. His link will be in the description. Let's get him to over 1,000. Shout out to the whole LDBC. Shout out to these two warriors for putting on for Undisputed. I want to see a good fight. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see an epic classic fight here. And that's just my synopsis. Let me know who you guys think will win. If I miss anything, I speak on it in the comment and react and interact with everybody as well. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Goodfella, one time for the one time. Y'all know what it is. We gone.